Between the hedges, Georgia dogs coming out. War Eagle flying over Jordan hair skies. Hottie toddy down in Oxford, rebels rise. Cowbells ringing in Starkville all night. Rocky Top singing in that Leland light. Anchor down Vandy, black and gold pride. Gamecocks crowing in Columbia loud and wide. Saturday Light, y'all know the deal. Talk that score. Saturday Light, y'all know the deal. SC Pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk. We talk that score. Gators in the swamp, trumping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Reds battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday Light, y'all know the deal. SC Pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk. We talk that score. Saturday Light, y'all know the deal. SC Pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk. We talk that score.
Yeah, boy, you guys back around the water cooler, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nick Frazier, one half of Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. And the man, you can see him and you can hear him. Tell him who you are, boss man.
Man, it is Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler. As always, man, thank y'all so much for continuing to rock with us. We appreciate y'all so much, man. You have no idea how much we appreciate it, man. Shout out to you all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. And shout out to you, man. We thank you so much, man. Before we get into it, as always, make sure that you follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook. We got to start posting more on Facebook. Got to start posting more on Facebook. Got to start posting more on Facebook. But shout out to that, man. Make sure you follow us there on Facebook as well, man. Make sure that you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Make sure you follow us there. Oh, man, it's important. This is important right here, man. If you have a Twitter account, please head on over to Twitter and follow us at CoolestPod23 on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, I'm going to tell you how to do it. You go to your app store or you go to your Play Store. You find the Twitter icon. Well, it's not Twitter anymore. It's called X. You find that little black box with the X in it. You press it. You download it. And then guess what you do? You go to the search menu, type in CoolestPod23. And guess what? Water Cooler Talk Sports is going to pop up. Hit the follow button. We'll follow you back. We appreciate you so much for helping us grow that Twitter following over there on Twitter, man, because you know that's what they like to see. But it is what it is. And, of course, man, subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell button here on YouTube so you know when we post videos and cloud, because guess what? We are on our way to 900 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're like 130 subs away from hitting that 900 sub mark. This is what we're trying to do. We are trying to hit 1,000 subs before December 31st. We are going to try to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of 2025. January 1st, 2026. Our plan is to be at 1,000 subscribers at December 31st. We want to be at 1,000 subscribers. Is what we want to be. That's the challenge. That's the challenge we're trying to throw out there. So help us get there. Subscribe, like the content. Go watch the content. Share it. with your coworkers, share with your friends, share with your family, share with everybody. Let them know about Water Cooler Talk, man. Because when I tell you, man, you don't want to miss this college football and this Auburn and this SEC talk, man, because we talk that score over here. That's what we do, man. But we appreciate y'all so much, man. Marcus, how you feeling tonight, my guy?
I'm feeling good, man. You see, I'm here. I'm here for the people. I'm here. How you, my brother? How was your birthday?
Birthday was great, man. Like I told you, if I don't have to leave the house, I don't leave the house. You know, I don't. I don't have to go. If I don't have to go anywhere, I don't go anywhere. Birthday was great. Got a chance to watch some football. Got a chance to watch a little high school football. Had that chance to do that. So yeah, man, it was great. It was great, man.
It's playoff time, man.
It is definitely playoff time, is what it is. It is definitely playoff time. Third round of playoffs is coming up this weekend. So yeah, I'm telling you. High school football is great, man. It is great. But you know,
I miss it so much. I miss it. I'm Friday night, boy.
Yeah, I agree with you there. It was a time to be alive. It was a time to be alive. You know, it was great. It was great. Let's take a look in the chat real quick. Auburn Dad for Life is in the chat. What's up? AD4L. What's going on, my guy? How you feeling, man? Appreciate you, my guy. He said, War Eagle, let's go. He said, Deuce should start. He said, Jackson Arnold going in a few weeks anyway. Ooh, y'all, we already kicking Jackson Arnold to the curb? I don't know. You got a lot of people that feel a little bit different than that, but we're going to talk about it tonight, man. I got Tim, the two-man Taylor, is in the chat. What's up, Tim? How you feeling, my guy? Auburn Thaw, a.k.a. Hugh Freeze, is in the chat. He said, War Eagle, man. Hope you had a great birthday weekend. I surely did. You know what the best part about you and your birthdays on a Friday?
What about it?
I like to celebrate the whole month. But when your birthday's on a weekend, you get Friday, Saturday, Sunday to celebrate. But then also remember the next year, Lord's willing, you make it to that next birthday, you still get another weekend to celebrate another birthday.
Thanks. You gotta run through all of them.
Be dope. It'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm telling you, man. Tim, the two-man Taylor, what's up, my guy? He said, wow, a coach that is doing right by players by not making him burn his red shirt. This says a lot about his attention and his plans for him next year, in my opinion. That's what I said when I heard the news. That's what I said when I heard the news, man. I tell you, seems like the way I'm gonna hold on to that. I want to start that comment because I want to come back to that comment when we come back. The Huggy Beard is in the chat. The Legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams, the Rooster Mac is in here. What's going on, Huggy? How you? God, hope you're doing all right, man. Tim in the chat. He said, hit that like button on the way in. Please do that. Please hit that like button on the way in, my guy. We need y'all to help us do that, man. Mike McKinney in the chat. What up, Mike? How you feeling, Mike?
Hey, my boy right now, Mike. What's up, Mike?
Ron Crawford, what's going on, Ron? How you feeling, my guy?
What's up, Ron?
Welcome around the water cooler, Ron. Welcome around the water cooler, my guy. Welcome. We appreciate you. Welcome. Shout out to everybody here. Phil Will, what up, Phil? He said, why the theme song so cold? I don't know. I wrote it. Maybe that's the reason why it's so cold.
Right.
I'm just saying. Maybe I wrote it. You know, and maybe that's the reason why it's so cold. Let me stop. Let me humble myself. Let me stop.
Talk scope, bro. Talk scope.
Plain in the chat. What's up, Plain? Warrior Eagle, man. We do talk that score around here. What's going on? How you feeling, my guy? Plain. Shout out to you, man. Huggy in the chat saying, what's happening, Nick and Marcus? Huggy, our guy. What's going on, man?
What's up, my dog?
PC James 92 is in the chat. War Eagle to you, man. Hope you're doing all right, man. Shout out to everybody in there, man. Even he said, hit the like button on the way in, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we do around here.
You should have did it by now.
King Richard in the chat. What's up, King? How you feeling, my guy? Hope you're feeling all right, man. War Eagle to you, man. So he still want the whole song and the song from the locker room. Okay, so it's a bunch of songs from the locker room. Like the songs you be hearing, like it's a bunch of written songs from the locker room. It's like 6-7 songs you hear when you listen to the locker room. You got to tell me which one.
They want an album. Go ahead and write the album,
Nick. Nah, we ain't doing that.
Go ahead and drop the album, Nick.
You know, it'll be the best debut album in history. We had that conversation last night.
Let's do it. That was a good show, too, by the way. And a great conversation.
That was a funny show. Great show. It was a great show, too.
Hey, we saw came when I said, you don't know music. Stop talking. Hey, we saw like, I was like, bro.
That's so funny. Yes, plain. Please tell them to come subscribe to Water Cooler Talk. They
Yes,
won't
sir.
be.
Yes,
They
sir.
will
Yes,
be
sir.
disappointed, man. Trust me, they won't be disappointed. Appreciate that, King Richard, man. Appreciate that so much, man. I appreciate that, man. I feel you so much. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Yes, yes. Feel because Nick and Mark is cooler than the other side of the pillow. Of course, the intro. You know what? Shout out to Stuart Scott. As cool as the other side of the pillow. And booyah. Y'all know Stuart Scott. R.I.P. He my frat brother. A5A all day, baby. Oldest and the coldest. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Stuart Scott. Shout out to Stuart Scott. And shout out to Tim with the Paul Mooney with the Paul Mooney thumbnail, man. Shout out to Tim with the Paul Mooney thumbnail.
Nostradamus.
That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Tim, man. I gotta get my Paul Mooney down all the way. I ain't got it all the way down yet. So
Wayne Brady makes Malcolm.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's so funny, bro. Shout out to that, man. By the way, happy birthday again. Appreciate that, Auburn, Dad. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Phil Will, what's going on, my guy? We appreciate you, my guy. We appreciate you, man. They said if Viger and Williamson play each other again in the semifinals, they expect over 20,000 people at that game. And guess what? Y'all might not see it. Yeah, Viger good this year. Viger has like the top, like I want to say he's the top player in the state of Alabama. He's committed to Alabama. He's playing for Viger. He played linebacker. Viger legit, man. I remember when people were scared to play Viger, bro.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, Viger still good. Is Hoover still good?
No, okay. So Viger was like scary at one point in time, but then they kind of had like a little dip there, and they had like a little low. But now they getting back to that level where they scary to play. Like people be scared to play them. So
is Hoover still good? I've been saying Thompson smack a lot of heads in 7. Is Hoover still good? Can anybody in the chat tell me is Hoover still good? Is Hoover still a good team? Is Prattville still good?
No, Prattville is not still a good team. Well, Prattville is a decent team. Prattville is a decent team. They're decent. That's what I'm saying. It was a decent team. Prattville is a decent team. We'll put it like that. They not 2010, 2009, 2011 good. No, they not that. No, but they still a decent team though.
Okay.
You know, I'm just saying it is what it is. You know, I know exactly where it comes. He talking about the Paul Mooney. Shout out to the Paul Mooney thumbnail, man. I did not go nuclear, bro.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
I did. See what he said?
Well, Huggy did.
Yeah, Huggy came on, bro. Huggy was defending PMC, bro. Bro, shout out to Huggy.
I had to tell my bro. I was like, boy, you better let him know how you feel, boy.
It's easy. He's okay. Yeah. See, everybody saying Hoover's okay in a really good region. Man, y'all remember when Hoover had the show 2-a-days?
Man, yes. That's why I asked. Is they still good?
Man, that was crazy, bro. That was, boy. Woo,
they were pretty decent.
Yeah, man. I remember when Hoover had the show 2-a-days and everybody thought Hoover had like a McDonald's in their school cafeteria. Yeah. That was like the thing that was going around.
In our time period, it was the Auburn. Auburn was emerging as a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Prattville was still that team.
Yeah, Prattville was because Prattville was getting everybody from Talkerville High School.
Yeah,
everybody that was at the Talkerville was going to Prattville, and stuff like that. So yeah, this made sense. He said Prattville gonna be back. He also said everyone is moving to Shelby County to play at Thompson, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense why Thompson is so good.
Thompson on. I know about Thompson up here. We watch them all the time.
Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah, you watch them on TV. Yeah.
In Central.
Yep. Yeah, Central will slap Thompson this weekend. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, shout out to Kurt Johnson. If y'all don't get a chance, we did an interview with Kurt Johnson, who's the new head coach at Benjamin Russell. We did an interview with him back in, I want to say February or March. And he has turned Benjamin Russell around in a season.
Yeah.
Literally. Benjamin Russell was horrible last year. Then they only won like 1 or 2 games or something, like maybe 3 games last year. They are about to play in the 3rd round of the playoffs this year. And if they win this weekend, Kurt Johnson will be playing. If they win this weekend, I think they go to the state championship. And he'll be playing in his 4th state championship, I believe, in 5 years. Is where he'll be playing in 2 different schools. He won back-to-back state championships at Montgomery Catholic. and then now he's the new head coach at Benjamin Russell. And if they win this weekend, I think they play.
Is Mercer still 6A?
Benjamin Russell still 6A. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a nice championship.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You go from
good hardware right there.
Woo, bro. And then he playing for a state championship. Man, I'm telling you, Kurt Johnson probably
that's an impressive resume.
Kurt Johnson probably gonna be a name a lot of people gonna be hearing about in the college ranks, in the college circles soon. I'm telling you, like you go and you change a program around that quick in a season, man. I'm telling you, man.
So people still be doing that, using them fake addresses with these kids. Man, come on, man.
Of course they do. No, the leprechaun was in yeah, we'll just say that. Yeah. It was a Pritchard. Hugh Trustville is also very good. Okay. The military transfer kids. I did not know that. Let's see. Williamson head coach is Antonio Coleman. Williamson head is Williamson's head coach, and Bayside Academy is Bear Trial. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Williamson was actually pretty decent. It was pretty decent. This season to a degree. Nice. That was pretty good. Yeah, man. Shout out to Antonio Williams, man. Yeah, that's it. Shout out to everybody, man. Pike Road, man. Look at this, man. Pike Road is dominant. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody. A lot of good players. Yes. So 251 is legit. Like, this is where the talent is, bro. 251 is the talent of the state. If you come into the Mobile area, is you go to any school, you're gonna find talent. As a matter of fact, Bryce Kane came from Mobile. On the roster right now. It came from Baker, as a matter of fact. And stuff like that. Hire him, Nick. Hey, we gotta figure it out. We gotta figure it out, man. I'm telling you right now, 2026 is the year of growth for Water Cooler Talk Sports. I'm telling you, there's gonna be a lot of new things that's gonna come out. I'm definitely gonna be experimenting with some new stuff. We're gonna try to make this show, and we're gonna try to make Water Cooler Talk platform more of a media company, but we're not going to go away from our authentic self. The only reason why we're doing it just because we just need to be taken a little bit more serious by some certain people. So once that we're going to do that and stuff like that, but you're still going to get us. We're still going to be having fun. We're still going to be giving you that real talk and that score around here, man. But we're going to try to take the next step with this whole platform and try to see exactly where we can take this and see if it's something that we can do, man. So we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us. So stay tuned for the ride, because trust me, it's gonna be a lot of new things that's gonna happen for Water Cooler Talk Sports coming up this upcoming season. I'm telling you, I got a plan in motion that I've been writing down, that I wrote down over my birthday weekend, and all we gotta do now is just put it into action and see what we can do. But man, let's get into this conversation tonight, man. We done spent 18 minutes talking about a lot of stuff that's going on and things and stuff like that. But let's talk about this, man. Today, DJ Durkin, interim head coach for the Auburn Tigers, had his press availability today, and he started the press availability by talking about Mercer. Said Mercer was a really good team, 9-1 team. Mercer FCS champions last year. They have a freshman quarterback that's going to be playing, that they're going to be playing with. They a vertical team. They throw the ball down the field vertically. They have a really explosive offense. Defense plays very, very solid defense is what he said. He actually said that he has coached with, I believe he said the defensive coordinator. The defense coordinator he actually coached at Bowling Green. So he has some type of relationship with those guys over there. Mike Jacobs, who's the head coach at Mercer, he actually said that I believe that he coached with him, or he's known him for a long time. So there's a relationship that DJ Durkin has. So he said he knows, he said he kind of understands exactly what to expect from these guys and things of that nature when it comes to this game. But we just got to execute and see what happens. First question that was asked after his initial opening statements was, have you all made a decision on what you're going to do with Ashton Daniels at the quarterback position? Are you going to sit him and not allow him to burn his red shirt, or will you play him this weekend just to keep the continuity going, just so you'll be ready for the Alabama game that's coming up next week? He answered that question, and the question that he said was, "We're going to do what's right by the player and their family, and they are going to sit Ashton Daniels. So Ashton Daniels will not be playing in this game." Now, second question after that was, "Who will be the starter?" And he did not give an answer to that. He said, "We'll see through the week exactly what happens when we practice and stuff like that." So tonight on the show, what we're going to do is we're going to make a case for both guys, and we want to hear what you all have to think about this. So, as you can tell from the thumbnail of this show, who should start? And in the title of the show, Arnold or Knight. Auburn's starter should be ... which is the ellipses. Marcus, Arnold or Knight. Auburn's starter should be...
Deuce Knight.
Why?
Because we seen enough of Jackson Arnold, man. We should get this young kid a full game to show us if he's worth it. Because obviously, like you alluded to in the beginning, with us keeping Ashton Daniels' red shirt honoring that means going forward, it's gonna be a quarterback competition.
Right.
So I want to see what this young guy got to bring to the table. Jackson Arnold, we done seen it. I feel like if we need to go, if Mercer's giving us a threat, God forbid, if we need to go to Jackson Arnold, we can. But I think Deuce Knight deserves to start. I think he deserves a full game, not just end of a half, garbage time minutes. I feel like we really need to see him from start to finish. And this is a competent team he playing against. So, you know, even though we should dominate this game, I still think we should see a fluent offense. If he's anything like, we think he is.
Okay. All right. So you saying you think that Deuce Knight should be the starter for this game. Now, mind you, he did say both guys will play in this game, but he did not say who will start. Okay. So Deuce will get playing time in his game, according to what the head coach said in his press conference. But you believe that Deuce Knight should get the start in this game, is what you're saying.
Yep. I want to see him. I want to see him instead of. I don't want to see him in garbage time. I want to see him play in the meaningful minutes of the game.
I'm going the opposite way, man.
That was Jackson Arnold at the end.
I'm going the opposite way. I think even though we know both of them going to play, I think Jackson Arnold should start. I think Jackson Arnold should start this game, man. Why? And here are my reasons why I think Jackson Arnold should start this game. How many times have we seen Jackson Arnold in a competent offensive system? In his college career. In his college career, how many times have we seen Jackson Arnold in a competent offensive system?
At this point, none. But
exactly my point, right? So we have not seen the best of what Jackson Arnold can be. Now, granted,
he's still gonna transfer anyway.
Last couple of games at Oklahoma when Jeff Lebby was the offensive coordinator before he took the job as the head coach at Mississippi State, we saw what he can do, and he looked pretty good. He looked pretty well. It was only like 2 or 3 games. I think it was like 4 games we saw him do it in, something like that. But for a full season, Jackson Arnold has not been given the ability to actually get in a system that actually shows his strengths. We thought we was going to see that this season. That's what we thought. I thought we was going to see that this season. I thoroughly thought we was going to see that this season, but we didn't. We got fooled in the first game. Is what we did. I'm just gonna be honest. We got fooled in the first game against Baylor. Is what we did.
Bamboozled. Led astray.
Hoodwink. We got fooled in the first game against Baylor. Is what we did. All right. So then we have not seen this man in a competent offensive system with competent offensive play calling all season. Now, you put him in this offensive game plan with what we saw with Derek Nix against Vanderbilt. And you put Jackson Arnold in that game plan. Now, with everybody saying that he's leaving anyway, if Auburn is the place that they are saying that we're going to look out for the player and the best interest of the player, Why not give this man a shot to put some film on tape? To put some film out there that shows him under a competent offensive play calling system with a competent offensive play caller. So when if he does enter the portal, there is a team out there that can look at it and be like, all right, we see what this man can do. Because clearly, what we saw all season from him was not what he actually could have been in an offensive system. If they had competent play calling during the season, Auburn potentially could be in the conversation of a playoff spot and playing to his strengths. So let's throw him out there. Let's see him do that. Let's see him do this with a competent play caller that's calling plays that he's worked with all week. That's the same voice in his ear that he's been working with all week, telling him the plays, telling him everything, got the game plan going and everything like that. Let's see him like that. And then let's see him go out there. Let's see him put it on tape. And if we are going to do right by him, if we're going to do right by Jackson Arnold, and he goes out there and performs like I think he can, because I don't think Jackson Arnold's that bad. I don't think Jackson Arnold's that bad at all. I don't. I think the people that I think it was the coaching malpractice of the former coach that made him look the way he looked. That's what I think. That's what I think. You put Jackson Arnold out there and you let Jackson Arnold come in here, put some on film, and if we saying that it said it in the press conference, we're gonna do right by the guy, we're gonna do right by the kids in this offense. If you do that, and you're gonna do the same thing, you saying the same thing for Ashton Daniels because you feel like he can help this team win next year, then do the same thing for the guy that you feel like is gonna be out of the door in the next 3 to 4 weeks, and give him an opportunity to put something on tape that's gonna show another team that he can play better than what you've seen. Do the same thing. Equal opportunity around this thing. That's what it should be. So throw him out there, put him under the same play calling as Derek Nix, and let Derek Nix go out there, put in the work, let him show what he capable of doing, and put the tape out there. This is my thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring our guy in the chat right here. Ladies and gentlemen, from It's SEC Season, it is Auburn. Tez, what's going on, Tez? How you feeling, man?
What's happening, man? What's happening?
Chilling. We got some other people that's coming in the chat that's lined up to come
happening?
in. I see y'all in the background. Tez, give me your thoughts real quick on why you think I'm gonna ask the question: Arnold or Knight? Auburn's starter for this game should be
Jackson Arnold.
Okay, tell us why.
Because, well, for one, I don't know if we're gonna get the same offensive line play that we got last game. If the offensive line play reverts back to what we saw against Kentucky and some previous games to that, I don't see a point in putting a true freshman behind that offensive line to possibly stunt whatever growth that he has. And then number two is I don't think Jackson Arnold has had I think I said it before. You almost owe Jackson Arnold this game. Like you almost owe him a start. Like not necessarily for what he can be for Auburn, but like for the rest of whatever career he has left. Like you owe it to him to let him go out against Mercer with a competent offense and light it up, so to speak. So for that reason, I think that you start Jackson Arnold because he has the experience. Despite some of the games he hasn't played.
Brad, what's up, Brad? What's going on? My bad.
But
I just had to say that.
Oh, no. Some of the games he hasn't been the best, but he hasn't been just like dog water. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's made some bad decisions with the football, of course, but like I think that, man, Jackson Arnold with a competent offense can be successful. And also it's Mercer. So man, let him go out there and get those reps. And also, you got to understand, like, this is game prep for the Alabama game.
Golden Broom. What's up, Golden Broom?
And if you plan on, like, you may need another quarterback in the Alabama game. I don't want to break the seal on Deuce Knight and say, hey, go win us the Iron Bowl. I would rather put a quarterback out there that has years of SEC experience in that environment, that's played in that environment before, with a little bit better play calling and competency. and let him be the backup in that situation. If he has to get on the field in that Alabama game, I would rather you just go ahead and play Jackson against Mercer and let him get the reps, so that by the time the Iron Bowl comes up, you got Jackson and you got Ashton Daniels, and both of them have taken first team reps.
About to bring some guys in here, man. Y'all have heard them on the show before, ladies and gentlemen. The man formerly known as Fire Freeze, it is aka Auburn Thaw, is in the chat, and of course, I got the one, the only, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not been to his restaurant, we definitely got to do a show at his restaurant next year. Got to do a show at his restaurant next year, ladies and gentlemen. You also got to go subscribe to his YouTube channel as well, Kid Country. Chopping it up with Kid Country on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. It is Edward Kid Country. What's going on, Auburn Thought? What's going on, Edward? How y'all feeling?
Good, Eagles, fellas.
How y'all feeling, man? Appreciate.
I don't know how I feel about Ed though. Ed kind of made me mad.
Oh yeah, Ed. So Ed, last week, right? So last week, Auburn Thaw drove to your restaurant. I want to say he said he drove to it on a Monday.
Yep, Monday afternoon.
And you weren't there because y'all were closed.
Closed on Monday, man. That's closed on Monday.
I understand that, but then I went back on Thursday at 1:00 and you were closed again.
I forgot to tell you that. You kind of got to follow me on social media. Last Thursday, I was closed. We had a gas leak, and
you see what I'm saying? Every time I go, you're closed.
It took a minute. It took a minute to get that straight. So, yeah.
It is what it is. All right,
so I shouldn't go because you keep having to close when I decide to go down there.
No, you come on. Just follow me on social media, bro. Edward Tires. Just follow me on social media. I'll drop my name in the chat because I post everything dealing with the restaurant. I post it on my social media, Facebook. So you better kind of keep up and know exactly what I got going on and exactly what I'm serving that day.
Name of the restaurant is Analyze on Highway 14. So make sure that y'all check it out. So I'm gonna ask both of y'all the same question that I asked everybody on the panel so far. I'm gonna start with Edward. Arnold or Knight? Auburn starters should be
neither.
Okay, neither one. This is a new answer. Okay.
If I'm coaching, Ashton Daniels still star. Why are we concerned about a red shirt? You need to win now. You got a whole coaching staff coming in. He might not be that guy no more. Talking about next year, I need you many reps you can with this starting offensive line, with the receiver, because I got a game to win next week. I want you to get all the reps. Okay. When Damari wanted a red shirt, he was a quitter. So it's cool when they do it. Problem when we do it. Huh? It's cool when one person do it. I don't understand. Like, everybody want him a red shirt, but then everybody can't. All Damari asked for a red. He didn't want to play in the BS system either. So why we didn't look out for his future? But now we're concerned about the player's future. But see, when it's beneficial for you, hey, we tend to look at things a little different. So I'm looking at it. Freeze bought you in. He never bought you in to be a starter, no way. Because even the plan was Jackson Arnold would have had a decent season. Guess what? Jackson Arnold would have been right back next year. He wouldn't go into the league. So where was Ashton Daniels in the picture anyway? Your best chance, put you these 3 good games together back to back to back. And man, you might, take a flyer trying to go to the league. You never know. That's just my opinion, though.
That's the first one I heard.
Before I move on, I gotta go back to last night. And how old you, Nick?
I already know what he's going.
I know we're going now.
I'm 33.
33. I figured that. Now, you got Michael Jordan. You got Muhammad Ali. You got Wayne Gretzky. Babe Ruth. All these goats. When it comes to this entertainment, Michael Jackson is the GOAT.
I knew it was going.
Listen. It's a debate. It's a debate. I take Prince over Michael because I like the musicianship more. Now,
me too. I like Prince as an artist. I love Prince. Don't get me. Adore Me, Purple Rain, hey, Little Red Corvette. I love Prince, man.
Right.
I love
right.
Oh. But if you were born in them 80s, like I was, I'm an 80s baby.
Okay.
Man, that Michael Jackson one.
He was old.
With no joke. I'm trying to tell you, you had to be here to see it, bro.
Look, I understand it. Like, I have watched enough, like, because I was born in '92, so you have to understand. I have watched enough of documentaries to understand the pandemonium around Michael Jackson. I understand it. Trust me, I get it. But then when I saw Prince, I said, well, why wasn't the same pandemonium for Prince? Because I'm looking at this man and I'm saying, yo, y'all see this? This man is in 4-inch heels doing a 2-hour show and playing every instrument. I was like, come on.
He's a bad man, but a different level.
I'm just saying. But hey, make sure y'all go watch that show. That was a great show, though. That's a great show.
Yeah,
Auburn at the TV. That was a great show. Auburn Thaw. I'm gonna ask you the same question, Auburn Thaw.
Well, I'm going
Arnold or Knight.
I'm going to
Auburn starter
for
should be.
Sidetrack for just a second.
Okay.
Prince wasn't as big as Michael Jackson for one probably reason. Parents were a little more worried about his music. He had a little more risque, like Little Nicky and songs like that. So parents were would push their children away from him. Michael was more family friendly music early on.
Yeah, that's a great point. That Michael Jackson made popular music. It was pop music. Prince's music is like
edgy.
Prince's music.
When the Doves cry. I mean, anyway, the reason you redshirt Ashton Daniels is exactly because of what was done to Damari Alston, and you saw how the players reacted. If Ashton wants the redshirt, and apparently he does, then you've got to give it to him, or your players are going to rebel. Like, you're just like Freeze. We're going to turn on you too, because they felt that Damari was done wrong. A lot of the players feel he was done wrong. So you've got to let him have the red shirt if he wants it. That's fine. But in this game, I agree with both Nick and Tej. You've got to start Jackson. Yeah, he's probably gone at the end of the year. That's pretty much a given. There's no future for him here. But you need to do him a solid, and you need to keep him engaged in case Ashton gets hurt in the Iron Bowl.
Right.
You need him in tune with this offense, having worked at least the first quarter, the first half of the game, so that he's used to the rhythm of Derek Nix in case you need him in an emergency. You need him engaged. You need him keeping up. You don't play him. You play Deuce the whole game. Ashton gets hurt. Jackson's going to wander on the field like, I don't care. And then you've got to throw the freshman in there in an impossible situation.
Man, I'm hearing the points here, man, and I see what I'm listening to what Edward say, and Edward says why red shirt here? Because as DJ Durkin, this is your interview. You need to do as well as you possibly can in this interview that you have literally on the job in front of the athletic director, because guess what? You may not be here next year. Right. You may not be the guy. No, so you got to do everything that you possibly can in order to win this game. And if Ashton Daniels is the best option or the best player in order for you to actually come out here and win this game and do it in a dominant fashion against a team that you're supposed to do it to, because you have better talent than. I understand that, but then I also understand what Auburn Thaw is saying. You may have to do this because of the way that the Damari Alston situation was handled, and the way that it was handled publicly in front of the cameras, and how it was portrayed as well. It's that fine line of, do I do what's best for the player, and how do I make this look right, optically to the media and the public? Man, that's a tough one. What you think about that, Tess?
Well, I was about to ask you a question. I guess I can answer that question with the question I was going to ask.
Okay.
Is like, do we know that this is DJ Durkin's decision to make? Right? This is an interim head coach. Now I want to say that they empower him to make decisions like this, but when you're talking about roster management and roster management issue, does that fall under an interim head coach at this point? Or is John Cohen making that decision? Or is Kenyatta Watson making that decision? Or like who's making the decision of like from a roster management standpoint to like say, hey, we're gonna sit Ashton and protect this red shirt. So that's what I don't know. You know, if it's Durkin, the kind of player, the kind of coach that he comes off to be, I think he would probably want Ashton to play. Honestly, if you left it up to him, if it's solely his decision, he'd go with Ashton. Because he said that like, hey, we want to continue to do what we don't want to change much, right? That's been his whole spiel is consistency. You just won with him, so I would say that Durkin probably would want to, keep Ashton out there, but I don't know if it's necessarily his decision to make. I think it's more of Ashton's decision, more of John Cohen, more of whoever's in charge. What's his name? Redmond.
Yeah, Will Redmond.
In charge of roster management. Yeah, like I think that's more of what's going on here. And what's kind of disheartening about that is everybody knows that's been the problem with Auburn, and that's what we always complain about. Is, hey, the powers that be having some say so in the roster and what happens on the field. And this may be a situation where this may be what you're seeing right here. Is that somebody that's contributing some money somewhere saying, hey, we kind of like this kid for next year. We'll pay him next year. Y'all just need to keep him eligible. Right. So I don't know. I'm don't take that as Tez know something that we don't know. That's just me looking at the optics of what Durkin has said and how things have operated and just making a guess like it may not be his decision to make.
So Tez, with that theory being said, do you think with that being said that the start should lean more Deuce because of that reason why you said?
I was just about to ask you that question, Marcus, because I wanted to hear your thoughts because Alan Brooks said no, but at some point in time we have to see Deuce. We have to see what Deuce has.
Yeah.
So I get that, but I want to think about that. What you think?
Yeah, I think with Ted, what Ted said is actually what I was thinking as well. I think at a certain point, that Jackson Arnold, and this is a tune-up game. I understand who Mercer is, but this still is a tune-up game, nevertheless. So at a certain point, you want to see what Deuce gonna bring to the table, and that your price that you wasted money on with the Jackson Arnold situation because he gone next year regardless of how that season ends. But you can retain Deuce, and you paying good money for him, so you want to see what he gonna bring to the table at some point.
Yeah. You could be talking about we could be talking about an entirely different quarterback room, right? If Ashton, because if Ashton Daniels doesn't redshirt, he's got to leave. I don't. Jackson's leaving. Deuce may or may not stay. We still have to get him on board. You know what I'm saying? We could be talking about second year in a row where the entire quarterback room looks completely different. And I think that's one of the reasons that they're trying to push for. I think Ashton Daniels is the known quarterback in the room that if we give him this red shirt, we can guarantee he's going to be on the roster next year. The other two, we still have to let those situations play out and see what how that works out. But Ashton Daniels, I think they know for a fact that if we redshirt him against Mercer, he's going to be the quarterback for Auburn University or in that quarterback room next year.
Let me throw a wrench in here. Let's throw a wrench in here. I want to hear everybody's thoughts on this. All right, I brought up earlier in the show. I said we have not seen Jackson Arnold in a competent offense with competent play calling all season. We haven't seen it. Is there a world? And I think I know the answer to this. I think I know where a lot of people may lean on this. Is there a world that Jackson Arnold potentially returns to Auburn next year, and we see a legit quarterback battle? I don't know, in the spring, in the off season, of just these three guys. Let's just say perfect world, all three guys decide they want to come back, and we see Jackson Arnold comes in, and we see him underneath. Perfect. Okay, let me set the question up. Perfect world, Durkin's back, Nix is back as the OC.
I was going to say that
all three guys All three guys are back in the quarterback room. Okay. And he comes back and he ends up being the better quarterback that we've seen through spring and the all season. Not the stuff that we was hearing from the previous coach. Not that stuff. But actually, guys that were evaluating all season long, seeing exactly what it is, he's actually being coached up, and you see him get progressively better. Is there a word that we can see Jackson Arnold come back next season, stay with Auburn, come back next season, and be the starting quarterback next year and have a totally different season? And the second part of that question, how much of an indictment would that be on the previous head coach?
It's already an indictment.
Yeah, it's already an indictment. That'd be a very huge one. And me, myself, personally, I don't think it's a world where it can happen. If it did, shout out to Durkin for great roster retention. But I just don't see a world where that's gonna happen, Nick. I really feel like he's a player who, at this point, being benched for the second time, will go through a lot of confident situations that we don't have time for.
But okay, so if that's the question, if that's the question, then what's gonna make him marketable to other teams in the Power Four?
I don't think he's gonna be marketable. That's your hopes for him. I think he's done.
That's sad.
I think he's a mark. I think he'll get a Power Four look. Like Jackson Arnold, he can throw the football. He's a dynamic runner. He's short, but like teams are gonna look at what he can do from a measurable standpoint and say, I can fix that. Right? That's how. Yeah, absolutely, man. We're talking about next year. There's a possibility that Jackson Arnold could start the Iron Bowl. Ashton Daniels got this start off a short week. If they're preparing Jackson Arnold for this Mercer game, he goes out there and plays well, and you get another week of quarterback competition or whatever, first team reps, he could actually win this job going into the Iron Bowl. Now, the fans won't like it. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is the play calling for Auburn has been so bad, and we know everything that went on as far as the head coach not being present. Like, this is an anomaly of a situation to where we don't know what Jackson Arnold is.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the comment. I'm laughing at the comment.
There's nobody that can look at Jackson Arnold and say, like, man, we don't know what Jackson Arnold is. We have no idea. We could have put him in that Kentucky game. We could have got similar results. We have no idea. We haven't seen it. You say, and I heard some of the, like, okay, well, he's not decisive, like, with the football. Actually, Jackson Arnold throwing the football over the middle and on those hitch routes, he's been pretty good at that. It just so happened that most of those went to Preston Howard and he dropped them all. But like he's been pretty good at when he's throwing outside of the numbers is when he's had most of his troubles. But like, man, I'm just saying, like, man, we have no idea. We have no clue. We didn't think that we had 2 100-yard receivers till it happened. We didn't think that we could have that with a 100-yard rusher. We didn't think it was enough footballs to go around till it happened. So that's what I'm saying is like,
yeah, Jackson Arnold one that guy.
Yeah, but
I just think
none of those guys were that guy until they were. Is what I'm saying.
I just think Jackson Arnold will succeed way better at UAB. I think he'll be very close to you.
Wow.
He probably would be.
Wow.
He'll be very close to you. He's gonna light it up at UAB, man. I think the next chapter in his life I think he's gonna be a great quarterback. It's just not.
I refuse to believe that everybody miss a Val. Like if it was
that, I agree. Yeah, that part.
If it was a case
in the SEC,
if it was a case like, let's say, Zach Calzada at Kentucky, let's pretend like Zach Calzada had a balled out at Kentucky, or just been trash, started and been trash at Kentucky, and everybody been like, man, y'all Kentucky misevaluated that. That would make sense because Kentucky was the only school looking at Zach Calzada. The moment Jackson Arnold hit the portal, there were a ton of schools reaching out to him, trying to get him on campus. We just didn't give any of those other schools an opportunity to, because as soon as he left our school, we sent him an offer. So, man, I I can tell you. Like I said, this quarterback room is the most mysterious thing to me. I don't know if Jackson Arnold is that bad. I don't even know if Ashton Daniels is that good. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. It's at the end of the day, that was still Kentucky, right? So I don't know if he can replicate that against Alabama's defense, who's ranked. I think they up to number 2 in the conference right now, 2 or 3 somewhere around there. I don't know if Ashton Daniels can replicate that against them. Like. I don't. So like this quarterback room, although we think it's definitive, I think it's just a biggest mystery on the team right now. We don't know what we have.
Auburn thought, Edward. Y'all thoughts on that? I'm gonna give Auburn thought first.
Which part?
The part about could you potentially see Jackson if and this is just hypothetical. Potentially seeing Jackson Arnold decide he wants to stay and prove himself and come back. And let's just say Dirk is the head coach, Nix is the OC. They give those guys the opportunity to be the guys, and then he comes back in the offseason, and he's actually the better quarterback out of the 3 guys that's still in the room. What's your thoughts on that? I mean, and that's just a very, very big hypothetical.
I don't think he stays for multiple reasons. The first one is we're not keeping Nix more than likely.
Okay.
We're going to get a new OC in here, and the OC is probably going to be a package deal like Pavia was with his OC up at Vanderbilt. We're getting the OC in here that's going to bring his quarterback in. Okay. And he's going to have a quarterback competition with Ashton Daniels and Deuce Knight. But I think Jackson is going to go. He didn't get a fair shot with Freeze being in charge and doing what he did with him. But that's what happens. I just don't see him staying.
I don't think Jackson Arnold has had a fair shot in college football.
Right.
I'm saying he's had some bad breaks, but
they do.
He's got to have a sour taste in his mouth from the Auburn experience. He just does because of what happened. And it isn't his fault. And it really anybody's fault other than that last guy.
He got a bad break, bro. Like he honestly got a bad break. And it happens. But still, people pay for going through bad breaks. And I just don't see him going back to another Power 5 school or Power 4 school.
I can see him in the Big 12.
Yeah, I think he can go to
Big 12 with their weak defense all over the place. I think he can make some noise in a Big 12 school.
If he leaves Auburn, he's gonna ball out wherever he goes.
Your thoughts, Edward?
I think it's a mental problem with him, man. Like Mike said, I think at a certain point he has a confidence issue. And I'm sorry, Edward.
Go ahead, Edward.
You good, bro? I think you most likely to have Jackson Arnold on the roster next year than Deuce Knight. That's my opinion.
Good. Sure.
I think that, like you say, you think about how he was used. The Baylor game was masterful, but you never saw that no more this year. I think, he was in a situation to where the coach didn't use him. And if I'm Jackson, I'll try to stay at Auburn. Maybe take less. You're going to have to take less money because you won't go to another SEC school and start, just being honest. Do you really want to drop down to a lower level of football? I think there's some talent there. But it's also some things there that he need work on. He's a guy that he's a Ty Simpson to me. Probably need to sit in somebody's system 2 or 3 years and just develop. See, and that's the thing about football.
He don't have that much time left.
Football has always been a developmental game.
Yeah.
So now we expecting everybody to be superstars as redshirt freshmen. It used to be times some guy didn't see the field today. He was a redshirt junior or redshirt senior.
Very true.
It's nothing wrong with sitting on the bench, developing your game, man. So I know his clock is ticking. When he a redshirt sophomore now, should be.
Yeah, he actually got 2 years. He actually got 2 years.
He got 2 years.
Yeah. After this
he only got 2 years, but it all depends on, man, like I say, it all depends on like he just said, it all depends on what the next coach, if it's Durkin or whoever, because I'm quite sure They're gonna come in and evaluate things, and if that ain't what they like, they're gonna try to go get them a guy. So he really in a bad situation, man.
Yeah,
He in a bad situation. I kind of feel sorry for him because Hugh Freeze didn't do nobody no favor in his offense. It's like shit, he made everybody look worse than what they truly is. So I think he was taken to the buyout, man. I think it's something that Hugh didn't give a damn. He wasn't trying to win.
Like I want y'all to understand too.
Darren Nix ran Hugh Freeze. Oh, that's the offense, bro. How you not run your own offense? That man, after he got that prostate cancer and diagnosed, I don't think he was into it, bro. I think he was looking at it, shit, man. They want to fire me anyway. Shit, ain't no man. I'm gonna get on out of here after this year. Make them pay me. He said, look at it though. It sounds crazy, but the more and more you look at all the games this year that we was in crunch time. Man, some of them played, man, 5 years, them 5, 6 years old you play against online, man, call better plays than that.
Yeah. You're right. I just
you can't
remember
explain last year with his cancer, though.
Yeah,
last
that's
year was
what I'm
the same
saying.
thing.
I just remember this time last year, us sitting around having this exact same conversation about Peyton Thorne. The only difference is we didn't have Ashton Daniels on the bench last year. and we stuck with Thorne because when we put Hank Brown in, he didn't look much better. So that's what I'm saying. Like, man, there hasn't been competence from an offensive standpoint. Just in Auburn within this tenure, right? Now I give him the first year because he had to recruit some offensive linemen. I get that. He had to recruit some receivers too. I get all of that. But the last 2 years, this year and last year, there's no way we should be a 6-win team last year, 5-win team this year. Like, it just shouldn't happen. And it's all on the offense. And man, like I said, we got 2 quarterbacks right now that we probably owe apologies to. One in Jackson Arnold and one in Peyton Thorne. We probably should look at those guys and say, man, like, bro, we gave you a lot of blame for some things that we didn't know. We didn't know what was going on. We didn't know Buddy wasn't coming to work. We had no idea that he was coming and showing up and calling plays out the back of the play book that y'all hadn't rehearsed before. We just saw you throwing picks. That's really and truly what needs to happen. So, man, as far as going forward, man, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if you look up. I just don't want people to freak out if you look up in this Iron Bowl and Jackson Arnold is the starting quarterback. Because if Ashton Daniels hadn't have been the starting quarterback for Kentucky, like if he hadn't have made, if Gus hadn't have, Hugh, if Hugh hadn't have made that decision to move on from Jackson Arnold and let Jackson Arnold go out against Kentucky and lost that game, he probably would still been, he's probably would still been the quarterback last game. Like he would have been the pick for a quarterback. The only reason that I think Ashton Daniels was the pick was because he had taken the most first team reps up until that point. Like, he had been the most prepared. And like Brett Venables said, I don't want to change much of what we have going on right now. So it was the logical choice to go with Ashton Daniels. But I don't think that they were that far apart. Like I said, we don't know what we have at quarterback. At least I don't. I don't know which one of these guys are good or not. I don't.
Tez, did you just call DJ Durkin Brent Venables?
He did.
I think he did.
My mistake. He definitely did.
They bald headed and they wear hats.
I was definitely
my mistake. He did my mistake. Yeah, that's a lot of good points made there, fellas. That's a lot of great points made there. And those are, go ahead, Marcus.
I just feel like I agree with y'all when y'all say we owe him, but I just like you can see with the gameplay, Ashton Daniels looks more fluent with the ball, man.
Well, of course he's gonna look more fluent with the ball when you got a different guy that's competent calling the plays. I mean, like let's just be honest.
I'm just talking about technique as well. Like the way when he doesn't see it, the way he throw the ball away, just the decision making. Like I get it and I understand, and I definitely feel like Jackson Arnold could succeed with a competent offensive coordinator. I definitely understand that, but I just feel like Ashton Daniels is a better quarterback.
Okay. That's I mean, that's
I
a
feel
fair
like,
statement. I'm not.
I agree with Marcus. Ashton has a better reaction time. He sees things and releases the ball quicker than Jackson Arnold does.
Okay.
Jackson,
Okay. All right. Okay.
Jackson
So
Arnold,
We said the same thing
even in
about Hank
Oklahoma,
Brown until
he
he
held
threw
the ball
2
too
picks.
long.
okay. So
His whole career, he's held the ball too long.
let's have that conversation. Okay. So let's look at the Arkansas game. Right. Let's look at the Arkansas game. In that game, we saw one guy play one half, the other guy play a second half. Was there anything different that you saw differently? Shout out to Edward, man. Edward jumped out, man. But shout out to Edward. Was there anything different between those two quarterbacks in both halves that made you be like, Ashton Daniels was head and shoulders, or even that much more better than Jackson Arnold? Or was it really the play calling in the game that made you look at it and go like, yeah, man, I think it's the guy calling the plays that's actually the problem. And then to back it up, you come back against Kentucky, and the same thing happens again with Ashton Daniels at quarterback. And then you starting to flip-flop both guys in, just trying to find something that's gonna work, and they both still look the same. So I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, if you give Ashton Daniels, if you give Jackson Arnold the same opportunity that you gave Ashton Daniels in the play calling of what was practiced all week long with the same person in his ear that's been practicing with him all week long, rehearsing with him all week long. If you give him that same opportunity, I'm pretty sure we see a different player. It's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's see that, because we haven't seen that at all this season.
Okay. You asked the question about the Arkansas game. I think Jackson Arnold would be a much better player under Nix than he was under Freeze.
Yes.
That's the truth.
Agree.
But
I agree.
Even under Freeze in that Arkansas game, you watch, Jackson Arnold is more reluctant to release the ball than Ashton. Ashton is he's taking less sacks because he's releasing the ball quicker.
Okay.
He's willing to trust his receivers. Jackson looks like he's scared to trust his receivers a lot of times. He says, he's not quite open. Whereas Ashton, he's probably going to throw some interceptions in the Bama game. He probably is. Just get ready for it, because he's a lot more willing to put it in a dangerous spot and give his receivers a chance to catch it. And he's more willing to release the ball. Jackson is more tentative. That's the difference I've seen in them.
Man, I remember us having this exact same conversation about Peyton Thorne and Hank Brown. We said the exact same thing. Hank Brown is more willing to let the ball go. Peyton Thorne is holding on to the football. It was all good until Hank Brown got that start. They got that film on him, and they realized, like, oh, yeah, he's just throwing at the first read. Then guess what they did? They slid underneath coverage every single time. And when he threw that first read, it was picks, and we never saw the field again. So, like, let's just give it time before we just start, like, because there's a lot of things that go with letting the ball go, right? For one, can you protect him? If you can't protect your quarterback, one of the ways that they know how to protect themselves is to take off running. So when you got a Jackson Arnold and he doesn't trust his line, you know, it leads to holding on to the football. And the play calling, I have to look at the play calling. One play in particular, 3rd and 16 against Vanderbilt, we call a tunnel screen. This is competent play calling. This is realizing I can't get these 16 yards in one whop. My offensive line can't protect long enough for me to get the football down that far. So let's call something creative in this spot. And if we get the first down, cool. If we don't get the first down, maybe we put ourselves, we're at midfield, maybe we're in 4-down territory, we can go and get another play. But you don't call something where your quarterback has to drop back, scan the field, and read it. On the 3rd and 16, he's not Tom Brady, right?
Well,
so that's what I'm talking about.
Your
play
point,
calling is different.
There is no play for 3rd and 16.
Yeah. Do I think that Jackson Arnold could execute that play? Absolutely. I could execute that play. It's a tunnel screen, drop back 3 yards and throw it to the receiver.
How many times do you think Jackson Arnold overthrow the guy on the little quick out screen over the sideline?
I mean, overthrows happen.
Overthrows on a wide open post route.
Overthrows happen. I mean, we go back and watch that game. You know,
Freeze had some. So
that's what I'm saying.
But Taz, I see what you're saying, but I'm still saying Ashton's starting the Iron Bowl because we're not going to see him again to know anybody's got a read on him. So we're going to see Ashton starting the Iron Bowl.
Okay.
Jackson doesn't win the position back against Mercer.
Gotcha. I mean, I understand that. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But my thing is, my whole thesis statement, I guess, or if you want to put it that way, was if you're gonna if you're gonna make the right decision for the guy that you feel is gonna be helpful and beneficial to you next season, do the same thing for the guy that you brought in and you thought was gonna be the guy for the next couple of years, and get him on tape. Put him underneath a competent play caller that's showing you that has shown you what he can do when it comes to sequencing plays and when it comes to just common sense sometimes in play calling, and just put it on tape so that he has the opportunity, if he doesn't stay at Auburn, that he does have the opportunity to put it on tape and people can see it and be like, okay, that's something that we can work with. That's all I'm saying. We appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with us here tonight, man. Hold up. Excuse me. Jesus Christ. That was a great conversation, fellas, man. We appreciate y'all, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler tonight. Edward, anything you want to say, my guy?
Oh no, man. I just want to see how things play out. It'd be nice to see Deuce Knight play some Saturday though, but like I say, long term, I really don't think he's gonna stay at Auburn. But I don't know. I'll love to see what he got.
Speaking of that, shout out to I got Brad. Brad had a comment earlier. He said DJ said both will play anyway. He said who starts is kind of irrelevant. Yeah, depends on who you ask. He said, how do they spread the snaps around is what I'm wondering about. Series by series, quarter by quarter, halves. What y'all think about that?
Hopefully it's halves. Oh, go ahead.
I think it's going, like you said, Nick, I think it is important. But like Ted said, I think it's going to be halves.
Auburn thought?
Yeah, I'm seeing the earliest Deuce will come in is probably halfway through the second, but probably not till the third quarter. And gives one of them, give Arnold the first half and Deuce the second half.
Test.
Yeah, I'm hopefully it's halves because quarter by quarter means chaos. I don't know what we're doing there. So like let's do it, man. Hopefully we can score on our first 4 possessions, go up 28-0, and then start thinking about putting Deuce in the first half of this game and the late second quarter and letting them get a 2-minute drive. That'd be great, but we'll see.
Mike asked a question: how y'all feel about how do we think Knicks feels about Deuce with the Mississippi ties?
Yeah, I think he saw him up close firsthand, so I think he definitely wants to see. I think everybody wants to see Deuce play in this offense.
Now, I'll ask this question, Edward. You said you don't think Deuce will be at Auburn much longer. Where do you think he can end up? Because the first thing I thought about was Notre Dame, because that's what he was committed to. He was committed to Notre Dame with Marcus Freeman. But it seems as if Notre Dame has their quarterback in C.J. Carr, and C.J. Carr is, I believe, a redshirt freshman. So where could Deuce end up? Could he end up, somewhere with potentially a guy that may be leaving another school, going to another school, in either, one of these southern states that rhymes with order, and or he could be going to a state that rhymes with Louisiana. We don't know. What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that, Edward?
Not that I know anything, my hopes that he is at Auburn next year. Because from what I have heard from people inside of the program, he got the best arm out of anybody on the team for when it comes to quarterback. And guys love catching balls from him. So, but Shit, he can end up anywhere. Former 5-star player. Especially if you get a guy like Lane that takes a job at LSU and Deuce in the portal. Hey, a lot of places would be glad to have him. I mean, there's a lot of talent there. He was raw. Yeah. He was raw. And let's be honest. Hugh Freeze did not develop high school quarterbacks. Name one that he have drafted, got out of high school and developed. That was my knock on him. That's what let me know you really ain't the football coach that you pretend to be. When you say quarterback, everybody you got was transfer. Chad Kelly, all of them guys, Malik Willis, all of them guys that you have ever had was transfer. You never just got a high school player and turned them into something. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, but I'm hoping he stay at Auburn, man. But I can see them there, maybe using them situational football Saturday. I don't know.
Mm. I don't want that for the kid.
I don't want it either, but I don't want to see that either. But it's like right now,
but you're
all
right,
options on the table. You know what I mean? All options on the table to win. So I think they're gonna do whatever it takes to win. You might see Jackson in certain situations. They might feel more comfortable in them situations.
I definitely think for sure you probably see Jackson Arnold in some sort of short yardage running package. I just think with the ball in his hand, he's out of the quarterbacks. He's probably we hadn't seen Deuce at this level yet, so I can't say that. But out of the two, watching Ashton Daniels and watching Jackson Arnold run, Jackson Arnold is a running back compared to Ashton Daniels. Ashton Daniels runs like DJ Lagway to me. Where like they don't like they run, they good, but then like he'll go out of bounds though. Lagway won't go out of bounds. But like they get in the open, they get in the open field and just stop running and just take contact. Like it's just like, bro, give up sometimes. I'm like, man, I see why this dude always stay hurt. But Ashton Daniels got a little bit of that to him. There's a couple times where he got out of bounds where I was like, yeah, if that was Jackson Arnold, he'd have got by 15 more yards on it. Easily. He'd have stuck a foot in the ground. Now he might have fumbled at the end, but
Auburn stall. What you gotta say to people before we get out of here, my guy?
Do you want me to answer the Deuce Knight question?
Yes, I do. Before you do,
I don't want him to leave Auburn. I still stand on that. But if he leaves Auburn, I see two landing spots for him.
Okay.
Wherever Kiffin is.
Okay.
Tennessee. Josh Hunt up in Tennessee.
Oh, that'd be
even with Joey Aguilar still there?
I would take Deuce over Aguilar. Yeah.
Wow. They got and Tennessee has a 5-star coming in as well, that quarterback.
So is Deuce looking to play next year? Are you do you think he volunteers for a situation where he have to sit on the bench?
I don't. I think he's looking to play.
I don't know. I don't know Deuce personally, so I can't tell you what he's thinking.
Right.
I think
I'm just wondering, like,
the thing is, he's probably looking at this is such a wasted year for him because he was under a coach that didn't develop him.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, you look at what Walker White's complaint was. All he played was scout team. He never got any development. He played everybody else's offenses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he never even got the opportunity.
Never.
I mean, that was my concern when Deuce came in. It's like, is he going to do the same thing to him he did to White?
That's what it's
I'm just going
like.
to throw you over there. You ain't going to get no development. Maybe somewhere down the road, I'll think about you.
He said famously,
yeah, he did.
If after 2 years you're not the guy, then you're probably never going to be the guy. Yeah. And I think that speaks to the quarterback that he tries to get. He tried to get quarterbacks that, are pretty much already there in terms of development.
But coming in, everybody said Deuce was a project quarterback. He needed development.
Yeah.
So how does that fit with that philosophy? Anyway, War Eagle, everybody, we're going to win this Saturday, and let's go beat the Gumps down in the Iron Bowl and ruin their season.
Yes. Thanks. Shout out to Auburn Thaw, man. Shout out to Auburn Thaw for joining us tonight, man. Auburn Thaw is in the chat. Shout out to my guy, man. We'll talk to you later, Auburn Thaw. And I got Edward, man. We appreciate Edward for rocking with us, man. Edward, anything you want to say before you get up out of here, my guy? Or you good to go?
Nah, man, just finna ease on out of here, man, and all y'all guys, man, just be blessed, man. Have a safe week, man. Look back to jumping back on here Wednesday with you, bro.
That's what it is, man. Shout out to our guy, Edward. Before when you get a chance, put it in the chat so everybody can go follow you on social media so they can know about the restaurant.
Yeah, I'm finna jump off and do that right now in the comments, bro.
All right. Shout out to Edward, man. Make sure y'all go follow his YouTube channel, Kid Country, chopping it up with Kid Country over there as well, man. Shout out to our guy, man. We appreciate him so much. Fellas, man, this has been a great show. Ladies and gentlemen, we did not want to keep y'all too long, man. We try to keep it to about an hour 15, hour 20, and then we be out your way, man. But like I said, man, Water Cooler Talk Sports, we're trying to take the next jump. 2026 is what it is, man. So we appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. And as y'all know, the locker room. Wait a minute. Do not put that up. No. Take that down. Take it down. That was the wrong one. I did not mean to touch that. The locker room will be back. Be back this week. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all want the locker room with all the ESPN graphics, or do y'all want the locker room with Tez and Marcus that week? Tell us how you want to know, because there's a way it won't be to the level of that like it was before, but we can get somewhere in between. So let us know which one you want, because we can make that happen. That can definitely be made happen, and it can definitely be something that we can make do. No, if you want the ESPN graphics, you want the ESPN graphic budget on the ESPN graphics on the Subway budget, let us know. If you wanted it the way that it was done 2 weeks ago, let us know, man. We'll make that happen. But yeah, man, we'll be here, man. Mercer versus Auburn in the locker room. It is a 1 p.m. kickoff, and it's going to be on ESPN Plus and SEC Network Plus. So you got to get that ESPN app to watch the game. Or if you have Hulu with the bundle, you already got it because you just pay for it with the bundle. If you got the Hulu plus live TV, it's part of the bundle. But yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there for that. So it'll be a 1 p.m. kickoff then this Saturday, man. We're gonna be watching that game, and of course, right after that, Tiger event with our guys, the mayor, Marcus Fitzpatrick, DC Wolf, the man, the myth, the legend, and Auburn Tez over there as well, man. And make sure that y'all support our guy, DJ. They want to support a Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood EY. And of course, make sure you follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's, man. Shout out to our guy, DJ. And of course, make sure that you subscribe to these YouTube channels on YouTube at It's SEC Season, what I got Auburn Tez, at Tight Sports, at Alabama Football Megacast, what I got Tight, Auburn at the CV with DC Wolf, Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast. I got B Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk, Vandy Chris, and our guys over at the Go to Broom Podcast, and the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube, and at the Huggy Beard on Twitter as well. Make sure you go subscribe to our guy, Bubba, from Bubba and the Old Man, Auburn Sports Talk, man, on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe over there as well. JMHO Sports Talk, what I got Coach Sean, and of course, On the Block Sports with Coach Carl on YouTube, man. Make sure you go out there and you support those guys, watch the content, share, like, subscribe, and it is what it is. Like I said, man, Water Cooler Talk Sports, we are trying to hit 1,000 subs before the end of the year. December 31st, we trying to hit 1,000 subs before December 31st. That's what we're trying to do. We putting it out there. So we need your help. We need your help to make it happen. And guess how we make that happen? Guess what we do? You follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast, man. Then you follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Water Cooler Talk.
And
then you follow us on Twitter at the Coolest Pod 23. And then of course, you subscribe, like, share, hit the notification bell button here on YouTube, so you know when we post more videos and go live. Like I'm telling y'all, man, 2026, Water Cooler Talk. We're trying to take that next step. And I'm telling you, you're going to enjoy it because it's going to be some stuff that you're going to like. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. You're going to like it. I'm trying to tell you. I wrote it down this weekend. There is a plan for Water Cooler Talk Sports. I'm just telling you. It could happen. Well, it could. It's going to happen. We still talk that score around here. I'm trying to tell you, Tez. You got the thumbnail for tomorrow?
No, man. I've been tied up. But
okay.
The thumbnail for tomorrow is the same thumbnail from last week.
Okay. All right. Got
so yeah, y'all check me out at It's SEC Season. Like Nick said, I'm trying to reach 200 subscribers for the end of the year.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
And the only way I'm gonna do that is if y'all go over there and subscribe. So go check out the channel at It's SEC Season. Subscribe. Tell a friend to subscribe. listen, the last 3 weeks we've been doing ranking shows. It's been pretty consistent. But we got some movement coming up this week. I'm almost sure we got some movement coming up this week. It's going to be a great show tomorrow. If you, like I said, if you want to be a part of it, go over there, subscribe, man. I would greatly appreciate it. I had somebody ask Tez. They said, Tez, what's going to happen after the season and there's no more teams to rank? What are you going to do? And I replied, well, I didn't reply, but I'll tell you guys that I'm not telling you guys exactly what we're doing. It's still going to be interactive, but I'll give you guys one snippet. The week of before the SEC championship, in between the end of the season, SEC championship, we will be doing our all SEC season team. And we're going to pick it the same way that we pick teams. We're going to draft and pick our own all SEC teams on both sides of the football. Well, actually, I may split it up offense, defense. That way I can get more content out of it. But be on the lookout for that. So set your clocks for that. And also got the Disney episode, fine-tuning that now, should drop tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that one too. But yeah, appreciate you guys, man, for having me, and appreciate you guys in the chat for rocking with me always. And yeah, it's always a pleasure.
That's what it is. Marcus, what you gotta say to the people before you get up out of here, man?
Hey, man. Shout out Tez, man, for coming to kick it with me in the locker room.
Had a lot of fun.
Yes. Hey, but catch y'all Wednesday, bro. Live right here. Y'all be safe till then.
Yes, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man. I keep saying this, man. Your presence around the water cooler is always appreciated. It's never not appreciated. We always appreciate you coming around and giving us a little bit of your time every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Saturdays and Sundays to come listen to us talk about Auburn football, about SEC football, and this college football, man. So we appreciate y'all so much for that. We'll be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler here on Water Cooler Talk Sports, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling y'all, exciting news is coming in the next couple of months. I'm telling y'all gonna like it. All right, man. We're gonna get up out of here. As always, man, y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one. Y'all be blessed. Make sure you get the man upstairs above his, because he deserves all the praise and all the glory, ladies and gentlemen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Yes, he does. Shout out to Susan. What's up, Susan, man? Appreciate you so much, man. Y'all have a good one, man. We'll be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler. Ladies and gentlemen, until then, we are out. It is one love. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We are gone just like that.
Boys and girls of all ages, you're tuned into the Water Cooler Talk podcast, the biggest podcast in the world. Yeah.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Water Cooler Talks with your hosts, Nick Frazier and Marcus Fitzpatrick. Make sure you like and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so that you never miss an episode.